Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to shorter attention. What I was doing and things like that. Hopefully, it helps you out. You know, hopefully. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with Chapter 4. And before I do that, I wanted to go ahead and just remind you guys, Saturday 9 a.m. we're going to be out at Power Park Fitness. It's $20 to get in for the day, $16 if you're a military, active duty military, veteran, or student. We're going to be running the obstacle course out there. It's a great all-body workout, gets you in shape for stuff like Tough Mudder, Savage races, Spartans, things like that, so it should be fun. We also still have t-shirts for sale. They are $15 for the red or $15 for the blue Tournament of Hero t-shirts. So if you want to pick up a t-shirt, go ahead and let either Erin or myself know on our Facebook page, website. If you got my phone number or her number, text us, whatever. And so I'm going to continue on with Chapter 4, How Did I Change? So the first part of this, if you remember from the last video, this is a writing exercise. And basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to get you to chronicleize your life from basically day zero when you were born to where you are now. And we're trying to figure out what your life was like before your trauma, during your trauma, and after your trauma, so that way you can kind of see how you have changed. And after that, we can go from there and see what we could do to help you become a better version of yourself, the one that takes all three of those moments in your life and uses it to become the ultimate version of yourself. So before I do that, I'm going to read a little quote out of the book here. It just basically says, the Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. So basically, whenever you're doing this exercise, if you're still struggling with your relationship with God, this would be a good time to pray. It'd be a good time to pray and just have Him open your eyes and see you know, how you've changed and what you've happened from there. Excuse me one second. I caught that. Cooking dinner, sorry. So, anywho, so this next part, it's going to take me a little bit, but I've got to read a set of rules for you guys. So whenever you're following it, and whenever you're doing this at home, if you want to play this back to this point and re-listen to these rules, this would be a good time to do so. So, before you begin to write, spend a few moments in prayer, asking God to direct your thoughts in your writing. Ask Him to reveal any memories that will be useful in your healing process. If this exercise seems especially difficult to you, tell God that He will need to help you with it. He will. Spend a few minutes getting relaxed and centered. That is, concentrate on eliminating thoughts and concerns that might crowd into your mind and keep you from thinking deeply about your past experiences. Take a few deep, calming breaths, close your eyes, and let your thoughts drift back to that place and time. Imagine you are watching a television show about your traumatic experience. Don't get upset if you can't remember all the details. Memory loss is a common symptom of PTSD, so just do your best and don't worry about the results, or don't worry about the rest. It will be good. It will be, excuse me. It could be that God knows that you're not quite ready to handle certain memories. Meditate on and be convinced of the following comforting facts from Dr. Mataskis, who wrote a book called "I Can't Get Over It." Basically, whenever you're writing this, just think, I will not die, explode, disintegrate, or cease to function if you dare to remember. Remembering will not result in the memories recurring as real-life events. The memories will eventually diminish in intensity. Safety valve. You can always go back to disassociation, denial, numbing, or whatever methods you used before to keep you from remembering. But for now, let's just give this a shot. You don't have to try to do this all in one sitting. If you feel overwhelmed, take a break. We would like to help you grasp your trauma, not cause more trauma. So if you start experiencing any of the following feelings or urges, it's time to stop for a while. And these feelings are faintness, hyperventilation, uncontrolled shivers, irregular heartbeat, losing touch of reality, flashbacks, hallucinations, disorientated spacey, nausea, diarrhea, unexplainable pains, rage, violent behavior, desire to self-mutilate, and thoughts of suicide or homicide. So again, if you experience any of those emotions while you're going over these next few writing assignments, stop there. You know, take a breather, do what you got to do to relax, and get yourself out of that mindset, and then try to come back later on. You may choose to write on paper. Hold on, actually I don't need that part. Let's see. Yeah, don't worry about spelling, punctuation. Consider using prompting objects that might help trigger some of the memories, such as photos, objects you carried with you in battle, your uniform, your medals, letters you received while you were there, a souvenir you brought home, music you listened to there, etc. And if you don't think you're up to writing it, you can always use a tape recorder and go back and listen to what you spoke about later. So for the warm-up exercise, basically this warm-up exercise has nothing to do with your trauma, but it does have something to do with the early stages leading up to your trauma. So basically we're trying to help connect you with your past feelings. Remember how you coped with them before. So think back a few years. Write about one difficult event you experienced while you were in high school. It might be involved in the death of a parent, friend, sibling, or relative. Maybe your parents divorced, you were assaulted, your house burned down, you were jilted by the love of your life, failing in class, anything like that. And whenever you're thinking about it, go ahead and ask yourself these questions here. So again, this is just the warm-up, but the first question is, what was it that wounded you so deeply back then? Second question, what were some of the feelings you experienced during and after that episode? Number 3, what helped you deal with that event and the feelings it invoked? Number 4, how did that event help to make you the person you are today? Now, number 4 is important. Whenever you're doing that, make sure you make a positive observation. Remember, we're trying to help you build a positive self-image behind yourself. So for number 4, when you're thinking about how you've changed, try to think about it as best you can in a positive manner. So yeah, that's the warm-up exercise. Again, there's no time limit, there's no due date. This is all, do at your own pace. So if you would like, go ahead and review that video a little bit later on today, next week, whatever. Neat. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and review that video later on today, next week, whenever you're feeling ready to do so, and try to answer these questions as best you can. Now again, the whole reason for this warm-up is just to get you in the mindset so we can talk about the 3 bigger questions that are coming up in the next couple videos, all right? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and knock out some push-ups and grab some food because I am starving. Go ahead. Alrighty guys, so again, I'm going to continue on with the next couple questions. Just remember, that is just a warm-up. It's supposed to get you in your mindset, get your brain flowing, and help you think about stuff. Again, all of this is set at your own pace, so however fast or however slow you want to go is completely determined by you. I'm just here to give you the resources to help you out. So with that being said, you guys continue to have a fantastic Wednesday, and I will see you in a little bit.